All right, what is going on, big dogs? SG Leo here, and in today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about a recent article posted by CNN titled, "What's Digital Blackface? And Why Is It Wrong When White People Use It?" Yep, it's going to be one of those videos, guys. So sit back, relax, and let's dig into this. All right, guys. So like I said, CNN had posted this article about 4 or 5 days ago now at this point. I've been busy with work, but I've really wanted to get to this article because to me, it is just the pinnacle of how far we have now fallen as a society over here in the US. So CNN published this article about digital blackface. Now, what is digital blackface? Well, allow me to read the article to all of you beautiful people out there. So it starts off by saying, maybe you have shared that viral video of Kimberly Sweet Brown Wilkins telling a reporter after narrowly escaping an apartment fire, "Ain't nobody got time for that." Perhaps you posted that meme of supermodel Tyra Banks exploding in anger on America's Next Top Model. "I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you." Or maybe you simply posted popular GIFs, such as the one of NBA great Michael Jordan crying, or of drag queen RuPaul declaring, "Girl, if you're black and you've shared such images online, you get a pass. But if you're white, you may have inadvertently perpetuated one of the most insidious forms of contemporary racism. You may be wearing digital blackface." That's right, guys. So now we have moved to the point where sharing an image of somebody not of your race is now racist. And CNN has gotten a ton of backlash for this article. Now, CNN is definitely a left-leaning news source. Fox is definitely a right-leaning news source. So articles like this coming from CNN don't stand out to me as particularly crazy, I guess. I definitely could see them posting this stuff. I just never thought it would actually happen to the point where they are now saying me posting a meme or a GIF in a group chat or on Twitter or something, that I am now a racist for doing such a thing. Now, let me state, I'm not for racism, right? I don't know anybody who is actually for racism. I don't know any racists. I don't know anybody who is in the KKK or any of these weird racist groups, right? And I'm friends with all sorts of people. I have friends who are from Turkey. I have friends who are from Iran, like their parents are from Pakistan. I have friends who their families originated from Hong Kong and Germany, all over the place, right? In my time on the internet, I've made a decent amount of friends, and they are from all over the place. And they're all wonderful people. What makes them even more fun to be around is that they're okay at poking jokes at me, right? So I grew up in a small farm town, okay? And so a lot of people rag on me for growing up in a redneck area. I'm pretty hick. I'm pretty redneck. I understand that. Minus the fact I play a lot of video games, I'm pretty redneck, all right? And people rag on me that I fuck my sister or that I'm an incest kid all the time, and it's just funny. They're jokes. That's what they're supposed to be. They're just jokes. A few of my friends, I'm 24, so a few of my friends who are either a year younger than me or a year older than me, tops, they're already balding. And so I make fun of them for balding. It's just joking around, right? And then they make fun of me for being ugly. This is just how we interact with each other, right? A lot of roasts, a lot of jokes, okay? That is all a meme is. I promise you. Whenever my friends and I are texting in our group chat, or somebody tells me something on Twitter or something like that, and I post the crying face of Michael Jordan, I'm not posting it because I'm like, man, you know what I'm feeling right now? Like a black person crying. No, dude, it's just supposed to be an expression of how I'm feeling in a funny manner, right? That is how it's supposed to portray itself, is this is how I feel, but with a funny image. That is a meme, right? That is all it is. And now they're saying, if you're white and you post a picture of a black person, you're a racist, which, all right, let's continue. So they go on and say, what is digital blackface? Digital blackface is a practice where white people co-opt online expressions of black imagery, slang, catchphrases, or culture to convey comic relief or express emotions. These expressions, which one commentator calls racialized reactions, are mainstays in Twitter feeds, TikTok videos, and Instagram reels, and are among the most popular internet memes. Digital blackface involves white people play acting as being black, says Lauren Michelle Jackson, an author and critical critic, in an essay for Teen Vogue. Jackson says the internet thrives on white people laughing at exaggerated display of blackness, reflecting a tendency among some to see black people as a walking hyperbole. If you're still not sure how to define digital blackface, Jackson offers a guide. She says it includes displays of emotion stereotype as excessive, so happy, so sassy, so ghetto, so loud. Our dial, as black people, is on a 10 all the time. Rarely are black characters offered subtle traits or feelings. Many white people choose images of black people when it comes to expressing exaggerated emotions on social media, a burden that black people didn't ask for, she says. Okay, so basically, right, they used a lot of big words there for some people, okay? Basically what she's saying, and what this article is saying, is that us as white people, primarily white people, I shouldn't just say just white people, but primarily white people, the reason we use black people as memes and as GIFs is because we aren't as exaggerated or as out there. Our dial isn't up to 10, as she stated in the article, like black people are. Black people, now, that's a stereotype in of itself, is that black people are really exaggerated and do all these. That's a stereotype in of itself, okay? Are there black people out there who are a little over the top about everything? Yes. But as somebody who works with people and works around people all day, guess what? There are people like that of every flux of life, not just black people, okay? Now, again, just because a black lady goes, ain't nobody got time for that, that doesn't mean that we're sitting there going, it's only funny because she's black and she's over the top. Her emotions are ridiculous. They're slang, they're catchphrases. Oh my God, we have to take them. No, that's not what we're saying at all. The reason that they're funny is just because of what they said. If it was a white chick, look at the Catch Me Outside girl. She's white. And like, everyone thought she was hilarious. Who cares, man? The most memes are of people being over the top. It doesn't matter if they're white. It doesn't matter if they're black. It doesn't matter if they're pink, green, yellow, red, orange, magenta. All right. They're funny because it's just a crazy expression to look at. There was that one expression of Nicolas Cage that was a meme for a long time. The like, oh no shit meme, that kind of thing, right? Like, no, really, sarcastic face or whatever it was called. Like, there's all sorts of memes out there of different races of people that are still popular to this day. They are literally, so basically Jackson or Teen Vogue, who initially started this whole digital blackface thing before CNN published this, basically what they're trying to say is that we're bland, so we use a different race to express our feelings and emotion, which in turn is basically putting on blackface. That's not true, okay? Again, it's just a funny image. They also go on to say later in the article that the reason blackface is, or that digital blackface is a thing, is because Americans as a whole have yet to actively confront their racist past to this day. And so we use digital blackface as a way to still do blackface, which, again, I have never honestly met like an actual racist individual. I know people who say racy things. I know people who say, some people will call it homophobic or racist and all these other things, but they're all jokes. Okay, I think that's what a lot of people are forgetting here, is that a lot of people are just joking. Okay, and if you don't like the joke, that's okay, right? They're jokes. Jokes aren't for everybody. There are comedians out there who I absolutely love. Louis C.K., Jim Jeffries, Chappelle, all types of comedians out there that I thoroughly enjoy. And a lot of them, as you notice, kind of have a theme to them. They're a little more raunchy. They say a little bit more edgy things, right? That's my kind of comedy. I find that stuff really funny. The more dark humor, edgy stuff that isn't exactly family friendly, right? don't get me wrong, I love like the Jeff Dunhams of the world and stuff like that who are a little more family friendly, but I really like dark comedy. I think it's really, really funny. But that's not for everybody. I've been to comedy shows in small towns that I've lived in cellars and basements, and some of those people there tell a bunch of weird jokes that I don't find funny, but the rest of the room is just dying of laughter. He's killing the room, but me. And that's fine. That's totally okay. Just because some people find one thing funny and you don't, doesn't automatically mean that you need to now bring it up to this height of the reason I don't find it funny is because I see it as a racist thing. So that means all these people are racist. No, you just don't find that funny. Maybe you're offended by it. That's okay. Just don't ever listen to that comedian again. Don't ever look that comedian up, or don't hang around people that tell those kind of jokes. But yet I still see people who go out of their way to like be offended. And that brings me to kind of my final point about this whole thing. These crazy people just keep adding to their layer of victimhood is the best way I can describe it. Basically, the way these people act is they need to constantly say that they are lower than people in a societal structure, which in turn puts them above everybody else. And by that I mean, the more victim groups you belong to, so if you're a white woman, right, you belong to the woman victimhood group. You're a woman, therefore the patriarchy is holding you back and masculinity is holding you back, right? That's what they say. But you only belong to one victim group. You still belong to one victim group, so you're definitely above white men in society, right? You're a better person automatically. But you are still lower than a black woman because she now belongs to the victimhood of being black and being a woman. And then there's the lesbian black woman or the trans lesbian black woman with a disability. And it just keeps going on and on and on. And people keep making up more and more crap to add to their list of things that make them a victim and therefore make them. It's basically a laundry list of things that they use to tell other people this is why they aren't successful. Victimhood status has become basically a scapegoat for a lot of kids around my age and into like our mid-30s, right? So anywhere from like 16 years old to like 35 right now, that kind of generation there. A lot of these people are using victimhood and using this structure of being a victim to explain away why they aren't achieving certain successes in life. Why aren't you a millionaire? Well, because I'm a woman and everybody hates me because I'm a woman. No, everyone hates you because you're an asshole. Why aren't you succeeding? Because I'm a black man. Okay, like, well, did anybody stop you? No, but they must be. And that's what this article basically portrays to me, is that they're kind of trying to dig up another victimhood or another victim status, which is that simply sharing a meme and stuff is now considered racist. And don't get me wrong, most of the internet saw this. I saw it on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that, of people just roasting the crap out of it. And I'm not just talking like conservative leaning people. I'm talking left, right, and center. Everybody was roasting the crap out of this article. Clearly nobody takes it seriously, except for the people who wrote it and published it. But, you know, it was just too, like, out there for me not to cover it. And like I said, I wanted to cover it a few days ago when it first dropped and I saw it all over. But I've been busy with work and I've been out of town, so I haven't had the time. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this down below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to go check out DUBBY Energy. Use code LEO for 10% off at checkout out of your max order. And thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate your time, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Have a good night, guys.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me.